Ah, Rufus. I thought you're on your way to Elysium. Have you come back to pay your tab?
Oh, that. Oh, well, listen, Lonzo. I planned to do that, but constructing an escape vehicle costs a lot. And,
Don't worry, Rufus. No one here expected you to make it.
Great. Thanks.
Lonzo's Bar. It's quite an interesting room, content-wise. As a matter of fact, we rarely had moments, neither in the New Beginning or Wizard World or the Breakout, where the protagonist could feel at home in his environment. Okay, there was Cedric in the beginning of Whispered World. He had a trailer, but you leave that behind within the first two screens. And in addition, it's a traveling circus, so even Cedric's environment isn't a familiar one for him. Edna, on the other hand, has no memory, and so she's in a complete unfamiliar place. And in the New Beginning, of course, we have Bent alone in his house at the fjord, and he immediately has to leave. But here we can explore Rufus' very own turf along with him. This way we can get character information between the lines through casual dialogue. What I found most interesting was that there are actual people who still tolerate Rufus' company, and Lonzo is among them. Despite the fact that Rufus is of course a load of trouble, and Lonzo is clearly annoyed by them, he still looks at it from a humorous point of view. There's a certain tongue-in-cheek attitude between those two. It's this talk where you get how both of them, and Benson for that matter, roll. And of course the synergy shines also through when talking to Tony. He even kind of reflects to that. It diminishes a bit later in the game, but it's solidly established nonetheless, which is quite remarkable. I mean, characters like Lonzo, Tony, Benzo, those are characters I wrote really early. Or Gizmo or Mayor Lotec, they react in a way to Rufus as they can anticipate when he actually listens or when he just zones out, so they can throw all kind of stuff at him without any consequences. It's this subliminal love-hate relationship with Rufus. This permanent awful struggle to educate him about something while all you want to do is just to resign. That's something that came quite naturally while writing to these characters. I never consciously realized that it's kind of a logic consequence to the development, having to endure Rufus over a long period of time. In the course of the trilogy, Rufus will meet a lot of characters, and funny thing is, most of them will react, or at least will tend more and more to react just like his old peers from Kuvak towards him, like Lonzo or Tony. They grow very similar to his old relationships, and that's quite by request I uploaded it to my
Lonzo.
Yeah?
Long time no see, Lonzo.
A long time indeed.
Anything new?
Hey, you know how Kuvak is. Nothing ever happens in Kuvak.
Yep, without me this place would be dead.
Well, without you, there would be fewer explosions, I know that much.
It must be pretty sad for all of you that I'll be gone soon.
It's almost unbearable. Almost.
How about a shot of that old Worry Begone?
Well, that depends. Will you ever pay me what you owe?
Of course. I just need to get some money first. But you know that I'm always true to my word.
If you find a new word that makes you look less like a fraud.
Well said, Lonzo. Well said. Tony really gets on my nerves.
Well, that's your version.
Wait, did she come here too?
Someone had to pay for the table you broke yesterday.
Yeah, that was an awesome performance, wasn't it? Look at me! I'm Tony! Scold, scold, scold! Whine! Fret, fight, scream! Yeah, I know. Perfect impression. You won't believe what happened to me today.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. So why don't you keep your story to yourself this time?
But it's got everything. Action, drama, romance.
Oh, a dragon, too.
No.
In that case, I'm not interested.
Now that you mention it, yes, there really was a dragon.
Too late.
Damn. I have to go. Adventure awaits. You know how it is.
Yeah, whatever.
What's that supposed to be? Is Lonzo building a cactus press? Or a faster mixer? Impossible. He would surely have asked me to help. Huh? The emergency station is closed for lunch? Oh, great. Well, what if there's an emergency now? My nuclear power-propelled satellite could crash into Kuvak. Or the Grizzlies could break free from my treadmills. I mean, isn't anyone thinking on their feet here? Hey, why aren't you working?
Because some joker removed the magnets from the detonation.
Huh, this is a map of the trash tunnels. I'd better ask Hannock how this all works.
Damn it.
Hello again.
Hey,
Rufus.
exactly.
How does that detonation...
Oh, the chief there, and I give, and after,
Right.
see you,
Rufus.
exactly. Please form a line, people. Draw a waiting.
Would it be a full warning?
Draw a waiting number, and the mayor will see you in a short while.
What's going on here? Did someone refill the peanut jar?
A girl fell from the sky. They say she's a real beauty. The mayor is about to decide who's going to give her shelter.
Yeah, well, I doubt he'll have a hard time to decide once he's heard my story. I saved that girl from the Dark Exchequer. I am responsible for her.
Nice try, buddy. But I've made up a good story, too. Mine even has a dragon in it. So move to the back of the line and draw a number like everyone else.
Wow.
I hate lines. Number 66. Almost my lucky number. The post office will be open o'clock? O'clock? What o'clock? There's something missing here. Hello, Lottie.
You two.
You too? Dear me, what a day.
Where's the girl from Elysium?
Princess Sugar.
Yeah, Princess Sugarbottom? Oh, she's lying
Princess
around in
Sugarbottom?
the assembly hall. Of course,
That's
I
what
know
I'm gonna
you
call
think
you
because
now.
of her. That's always the same. Always the same. A beautiful young girl in a tight jumpsuit falls from the sky heavily injured, and immediately everyone's falling over themselves to help her. Hussy! Hussy!
I want to see the mayor.
Everyone.
Everyone does. Take a number and wait your turn.
I officially want to deregister my residence here on Deponia.
Although a lot of people will be glad to hear that. Me, for instance.
That won't be possible today.
The mayor is pretty busy at the...
Can you make an exception and let me in before the others?
It's your turn when you...
Your number comes up.
No exceptions.
Not even for me.
Especially not for you.
But the line isn't moving at all. Who's next anyway?
Number 62. I think that's Wenzel.
Wenzel is also applying? But Wenzel isn't even here.
Well, it's his turn. Wenzel is up next.
No exceptions.
I'll skedaddle.
Don't let the door hit you.
Stop Stop right there! Where do you think you're going?
I'll go to Elysium with Goal.
In that case, you're in the wrong place. This door leads to... and access is
Strictly by numbers only! Stop right there! The post office!
The post office is closed until further notice.
Until when?
Until the sign says that it's open!
But there's no clock there.
And now...
Goal! I have to talk to her. She's gotta know who her savior is.
Rufus, do you have to snoop around here?
Hi, Inspector Gizmo.
That's Dr. Gizmo. As you know, I hold all 3 positions in this emergency station, and right now, I'm a doctor. And as a doctor, I have the right to ask, why are you bothering my patient?
She's an acquaintance of mine. I wanted to see how she's doing. Her name is Gold.
Oh, the Elysian is an acquaintance of yours, eh? Very funny. Well, as long as your lacking sense of reality doesn't keep me from doing my job, knock yourself out. Look after your acquaintance, but make it snappy. Rufus, that's enough.
What? Come on!
Enough daydreaming for today. My patient needs rest. Well, at least I guess that she needs rest. In order to know for sure, she would have to wake up first.
She's unconscious. What's wrong with her? What does she need?
To be more conscious, obviously. For further tests, she would have to be awake. Unfortunately, none of my remedies seem to work.
Well, how about some really strong coffee?
Ha! The coffee that can be of help here needs to be brewed.
Doesn't every coffee need to be brewed?
Yes, right, but
Hey, not to worry, Dr. Gizmo. I have a plan.
do the world a favor and spare us your plans, Rufus. Your wacky plans have never done anyone any good, except that the mayor granted me a larger file cabinet for patients' histories.
The balloons seem to have been stored here. I wonder what occasion they're meant. And why my face is on some of them.
Let's just say, he was daydreaming the way I daydream about you.
We finally reached the town hall, and the character who was supposed to have just a minor support role, who even in the final version, the quote-unquote beautifully animated final version, still looks like my very crude sketch, and that is Lottie, voiced by the talented Tim Bentinck, in the English version at least. Lottie was designed to be a minor character in Ponia, as I said, yet she still makes a reappearance later on. I guess I can't spoil that much. I never intended that though, and I don't know why this character got so overwhelmingly much positive feedback. In fact, the press in each territory always had a spotlight on Lottie. And I also remember that very long and elaborately mail which I answered with a lot of time and effort talking to an upset customer who claimed we would ridicule transsexual tendencies in Laponia.